Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. This is the War Train here. In today's video, we are going to be reviewing Ghost of Tsushima. And man, I have wanted to review this now since I finished this game a couple weeks ago. But I had a couple weeks to kind of let it sink and toss it around in my head what I completely think of this game. Now, there is definitely going to be some spoilers here, and the gameplay I'm showing, I actually went back to my earliest game file that I have here to just kind of show some of you guys that haven't played any of this or just don't know where this is in the story or whatever, just so you have an idea of the scale of this game. This is the last Sony first party exclusive. This game was put out by Sucker Punch, and they put out infamous Second Son. That was one of the earliest PS4 exclusives, and this is that same developer putting out another great game on the PS4, but this marks the end of an era. We had The Last of Us 2 just recently, and that could have been a big finish for Sony, for Naughty Dog with the console, but it wasn't the last exclusive. This was, and I gotta say, this finished very, very strong, and I'm glad that this was the last game for the PlayStation 4 as far as exclusives go, because this game is now one of my all-time favorite games. I mean, as you can see, just looking out on the world here that Sucker Punch has created, it is just absolutely breathtaking. There's barely any HUD at all. I mean, there is one. There's tons of things you can do in this game as far as upgrades and just, like your armor and stuff. Right here, this is right before a huge battle, I believe, in the game, and I'm wearing my dad's armor, the Sakai clan armor. Your character's name is Jin Sakai. His uncle is basically the leader of this island, but still does everything for the emperor, and it's the Mongols are the enemy. You have, I believe it's the grandson or great-grandson of Genghis Khan, which is Khotan Khan, and he's basically your enemy in this game, and you're basically trying to free your land. And the Mongols fight with absolutely zero honor. They do not care at all about the honor code that your family has, which is being a samurai, and that's one of the main struggles in this game, is to basically look your enemies in the eye, fight with honor and respect, and they absolutely do not. It starts out right in the beginning of the game where they ask for your best warrior to fight. And what happens is they light the guy on fire and chop his head off in front of everybody. And right there tells you the dirty tactics that these Mongols are willing to go. This game is loosely based on history. Some of this stuff did happen, maybe not like this, but it's still pretty cool that it is based in reality. And as you can see, I swipe my finger up on the touchpad, and there is the guiding wind. And what I believe, I want to believe that it's supposed to be like your dad or something, just kind of showing you the guiding path or something. So there's some symbolism and stuff in this game. There's a lot in this game. It's a huge open world. Right here is your uncle, and you basically have to try to free him earlier on in the game. Like I said, there'd be spoilers here. So this is after you had freed him. You are going to war for his, basically one of the castles. And, this is an epic battle. I was actually blown away and so pumped when I was going into this battle. I want to say this is probably the most intense battle in the whole game. I mean, it's just absolutely on an epic scale, and it's just it's mind-blowing just how cool it is, and you know, just the things that happen. So you know, your character realizes as he's trying to free his uncle how the Mongols fight super dirty, and by respecting the samurai code, he is not going to be able to free his uncle. It's just not going to happen. These people don't follow rules. They're smart. They learned, you know, your language. They learned, you know, your culture. They learned pretty much the samurai code. They know the areas from studying, and you know, they're a very tough enemy in this game. And you know, these samurai are kind of naive to, you know, they're basically the way they've been fighting all these years. I mean, they're naive to think that these people have any honor, and they don't. And Jin sees that, so Jin goes in as the ghost, and that's when he starts to use other means, like you know, maybe sneaking up on them in their sleep and stabbing them, or you know, using poison or smoke bombs or things like that. And it's so cool, just the different fighting styles that you get to upgrade in this game. First, you got to unlock them, and as you unlock them, just the fact that you're upgrading them is so much fun. Every time you get a new stance or a new upgrade on your moveset or stance, it is so much fun to just apply that in battle. Now, you can choose how you want to fight. If you want to be more of a samurai or more of a ghost, you get charms for your you know, your that you can put on that basically change, you know, it's basically changing out your loadout. There's all kinds of different things that you can do in this game. But, you know, from changing your loadouts, your outfits, which do have perks. Some of your outfits actually do certain things. This armor that I have right now is a defensive armor, and I believe it also, you know, probably has some strength stuff to it. But you got a bunch of samurais fighting with you in this battle. They basically came from the mainland. You sent a letter to the emperor, but this part of the game and the music behind it, it just gets you so pumped. I just can't explain to somebody enough how much fun this game is to play. And that's the thing that Sony, I think, nailed with their first-party games this generation, is the fun factor. Between games like The Last of Us, God of War, Uncharted, Spider-Man, you know, Bloodborne was another Sony exclusive. Even I don't know that it's really From Software is really a first-party studio or anything, but they've been, seems like they're doing a lot of stuff with Sony, especially doing a remake of Demon's Soul. But I mean, just some of the games that they've had on this console this generation have been stellar. Horizon Zero Dawn, another one. I mean, there's just been a bunch of them. There's even more that I can't even think of right now. But, I mean, you get the point. Those of you that have a PlayStation 4, you just know how epic some of these games have been. I mean, I've had such a blast playing Sony's exclusives. And this is why I do play multi-platform or multi-console, Switch, Xbox One, and PlayStation. You know, Nintendo and PlayStation really have been killing it with just their first-party games. I mean, they've just been phenomenal. Nintendo and Sony really deserve a lot of credit. Xbox, I think, deserves a lot of credit for the different things that they've been doing, because they have been doing some different things. You know, this whole Games Pass is pretty amazing, and then you also have the now the xCloud, and I have tried xCloud, and it's pretty awesome to be able to play Gears 5 on my phone. It's actually amazing, to be honest with you. But, you know, getting back to Sony with these games, I mean, Sucker Punch, they absolutely just kill it with this game. It's so gorgeous, and just snapping right into this, the photo mode. I mean, this deserves a lot of credit right here. I mean, just the fact that you can do the things in this that you can do. You know, camera positioning you can change, focal length, so you can do zooms wherever you want. You can do like little videos where you kind of set it up You can tilt the camera. You can depth of field change, focus distance, color grading. I mean, and you can play, as far as the color grading, there's a setting in this game where you can play it in like a black and white film grain, one of these Japanese director modes or whatever, and I think it's called SAKAI mode. It's awesome, but I don't know why you'd want to play this game without color, because it's just gorgeous. The things you can do in this photo mode, for instance, you can just add things in there. Right here, I just added leaves to this, and you can change the intensity. Right now, I have it to 100. You can slow it down just on the fly, and this is all just in the photo mode. Show you a different one here. You want yellow leaves? Here we go. We got some yellow leaves starting to fall. Just different stuff that you can put here is amazing. So let's just see. There was fireflies, but you can put ash and embers. Crank that up to 100. Just the particles in this game and the effects are just awesome. I mean, there's a lot of stuff going on, and the game looks amazing. Put the fireflies in there, dragonflies, butterflies, whatever you want. And like I say, you make like little videos and stuff. Wind speed, you can crank that up if you want. Make it look crazy windy. I mean, just the dramatic stuff you can do. Wind direction you can even change. I mean, clouds. The stuff in this game that you can do with it are just amazing. One of my favorites here being time of day. I think it's just super cool how you can just go through that. If it's like a really, really sunny day out. So weather, let's see. You can change that. It's just crazy, but changing that with time of day, I'd be like, thunder. I'd be on top of a huge mountain, like one of the highest peaks in the game, and just stop, put it in photo mode, and basically admiring just what's going on screen, and just changing the time of day, and just to watch it change, it's so cool. The level of detail, the differences in color, and to see this in this video on YouTube definitely does not do it justice. On a PlayStation 4 Pro, on a 4K HDR10 enabled television, this game looks amazing. There is a resolution mode, and there's also a performance mode, but I definitely recommend the the higher fidelity, because the game already runs beautifully. To decrease the visuals, I don't think it's worth it. I mean, it looks great, so I wouldn't really mess with that. Here's one of the upgraded attack types you can get through doing these little stories that they have in the game, where they're like tales that you hear from a monk, maybe like about demons or whatever, and they're like ghost tales almost, and you go hunt them down, and you basically get awesome upgrades after going through basically a really cool side quest. And some of the side quests in here, or actually all of them, are just done well. I mean, they're not boring. They don't seem like they're too repetitive, even though there is things that do repeat. But there is a good variety. There's probably about 6, maybe 7 different gameplay loops in this game through side quests. There's so many collectibles. There's flags. There's haikus you can do. There's these bamboo, strikes that you do, where you cut down bamboo with a sequence of controller inputs where you got to hit the right buttons real fast, and you upgrade for all this stuff. There's hot springs. When you do the hot springs, you basically upgrade your health every time you find one. There's these platforming shrines you have to do, and when you do them, you get these gems or charms or whatever, and those go with the your loadout basically, and they give you different perks in the game. And then there's just all the natural progression there's fox dens, where there's when you do the haiku poems in usually really peaceful set piece areas. When you do a haiku, you usually get a new headband or something. And it's cool because there's references to different Sucker Punch games, like Sly Cooper and infamous Second Son as well, which is really cool. I was not really expecting that. There's so many masks you get in the game. You find them, they're part of the story. Just the different armor sets you get through side quests, just through just random stuff, story progression. There's a lot going on here. And the side quests, you learn so much about characters that you're basically spend a lot of time with. These allies that are fighting alongside me, you get to know them really good. I mean, the voice acting is done really well in my opinion. The music in this game is just excellent. I absolutely love the music that they have with these battles. And you're probably hearing the music in the background. Epic. Just absolutely epic. You know, the bow and arrow stuff. You can do loadouts and get clothes that basically, you know, make you a better archer. So you could basically have loadouts where you just are an archer in this game if you really wanted to. You know, later game, there's poison in this game. So you can shoot poison darts. You can shoot hallucinogenic darts where you can have the enemies go crazy and basically fight each other, which is absolutely awesome and something that I really wasn't expecting. It's pretty cool when you poison them and they just start puking blood all of a sudden. I was just blown away by this. It just cracked me up, and it didn't get old watching them, you know, spit up their own blood. You know, it seems brutal, but man, I had a blast killing people in this game. You know, sneaking up on people in their sleep and just putting my katana right through them. You know, the different sword kits you get. So basically there's these like honor shrines, I think they're called, or something, or pillar of honor. And what they do is they basically they basically give you these sword kits, and you pretty much just walk up and go pick them up. It's that easy. And they're all over the place, and there's so many cool variations that you can get. I'll just go into my gear real quick, just so you guys can see. So here's the sword, just some of the sword variations. You know, and you can customize them per your outfit. And with your outfits, you can just gain different colors of outfits. So right here, let's see, I go up, let's see here. Show you a couple things here quick. Technique. So here's your skill trees. In this save state, I'm not fully upgraded like I am in, you know, later save states. But yeah, you can upgrade all this stuff just by playing through the game. When you get, if you do all the side quests and, you know, you're going through all the story, you'll be fully maxed out in every category well before the end of the game. You know, and here's your stances you get. So you got stone stance, water stance, wind stance, and the moon stance. And you later you get the ghost stance, which turns the screen blood red, scares the hell out of your enemies. The wind picks up and you just cut them down. It's awesome and definitely feels intense. And you basically have to, I think you have to stealth kill like leaders and stuff to earn credits to be able to do that. But as you can see, it shows you how to do your moves. You know, there's different, you know, combos and stuff that you can get with all these techniques. And it's just so much fun going through this stuff. See, samurai things. These are the mythic ones. Later, you get the Way of the Flame. So you can, just by hitting R1, you can light your sword on fire with like incendiary oil and just cut people down with a flaming sword. It's awesome. You're able to cut enemies' arrows out of the air as they're shooting at you, which is a cool thing. That goes with the parrying, awesome blocking and parrying system. You can call enemies out as a if you're kind of doing a samurai playthrough, even though you're doing just a multi playthrough, Ghost and Samurai, kind of mixed, but you can choose to do more Samurai or more Ghost, or like me, I did some of each. Sometimes I go in, I just slaughter people with my sword. Other times I go in, poison them in the shadows, and stealth kill everybody. It was just a lot of fun trying all this stuff out. But here's your charms. I mean, they all do different things. Charm of incineration. So people hit by black powder bombs catch on fire and deal burn damage to nearby foes. I mean, there's just so many things. Even these are upgradable. So you can upgrade so much stuff. Weapons and ammo. Like I said, you get these kunais, the quick fire. So you're throwing these little like dagger knives or whatever. And you can upgrade them, how many you can hold, how many you can throw. Same with your arrows. You can upgrade that stuff, your capacity and all that. You get two different kind of bows, a long bow and a half bow. Obviously, the long bow would be more for like sniping people from a distance. You get like a form of focus where you can slow everything down. Here, your different outfits and masks. Tons of different masks. And there's just more later in the game in this save file. I don't have all of them, but later you get a wolf, you get like a baboon or a monkey kind of one. Here, this one here is one of the in the collector's edition. You get this big cloth wrap, and that's what this is. It's this cloth face wrap. You also get one of the masks in that set. Actually, I don't. Yeah, right here I have it. Okay, so this is the mask you get in the collector's edition. You get his dad's mask and his family clan's mask, the Sakai clan. Like I said, this is Jin Sakai. You get his clan mask, and right now I actually have his dad's armor set on, but I have it as a different color because you can dye these. There's a guy that does black dye, white dye. This is the black one here, which looks pretty awesome. This is the standard one. I really like the black one and the white one. And later, actually soon after this part in the game, you get the ghost armor and you get the ghost mask. You can dye those as well. Once you finish the campaign, you get the white ghost armor, which looks sick. That's probably my favorite armor in the game. It's just so cool, all the different stuff you get here. I mean, there's so much to talk about this game. I could go on for hours just talking about this stuff. I mean, there's just so much different things that you can do, so much stuff to equip. I mean, just in this outfit alone, the Ronin attire, this isn't even all of them, but you have so many variants of clothing. And they all do different things. Some of them don't have any buffs, but as you can see, this one reduces enemy detection speed by 20%, 30% increase to melee damage. And then you have like a Traveler one down here. If you use this actually clears more of the map while wearing this armor. And same thing. You can get different colors of it. There's more than that. You can dye them later with the white and the black. I don't have it in this save state yet, but in my other one I do. I think that's some of the only things I'm missing is some of the dyes. I really, for whatever reason, like this armor set, this Kensei armor, which I believe I got in like a side quest or like a story tale or whatever. And I really like the look of this. This was a loadout of clothes I was wearing in the game with some different sword kits and stuff. But it's so cool, all the different stuff that you can get in this game. I mean, you can make your character pretty much look however you want. You want them to look like this as a samurai or whatever. As an archer here. This is archer's clothing, and that's not even fully upgraded. It looks sick when it's fully upgraded, but this is one you get early on. It actually looks like this, the spring lion color, given to you by one of your friends that you have in the game. But just an absolute blast. Put on the Lord of Night Sakai armor. You know, even same here. Helmets. I mean, this set actually has a helmet, but I was just wearing a headband that I thought was cool. Like I said, you get headbands from basically doing the haikus. You can also find them on top of like the monk areas and stuff. Like on the highest part of the monk temples, you climb up on top with the hook shot or whatever they call it in here. Basically a hook shot. Once you get that in the game, you're able to climb up those areas. And so I don't even have this helmet upgraded all the way, I don't think. Oh, yes, I do right here. So, yeah, that's the fully upgraded part of this set. It's awesome. There, that's the black one. So this was his father's basically armor. But it's just awesome. All the different things you can do in this game. It's just so much fun. I couldn't recommend this game enough. If you have a PlayStation 4, if you don't have this game already, I know a lot of you guys, you know, and girls probably have picked this game up. But if you don't have it and are on the fence, I'm telling you, man, pick it up. It's just so worth getting. It's a blast to play. It's just so much fun. I mean, like I said, I played this for the first week straight until I finished the game. And I didn't finish the story until I was like as far as I could go with the side quests, because I just didn't want to finish them because I had so much damn fun playing, you know, side quests, all that stuff. It was a blast, and I wanted to see how that stuff kind of went out. So just took some people out. Oh yeah, his uncle didn't like that. I just poisoned some people and shot the head off. So not very samurai there. He don't like that ghost stuff. But this part has a crazy conclusion. I just love that, them puking blood. You know, the acting, the gameplay, the way the game looks, the art style, the just everything. There's so much I think this game has to offer. One of my favorite games, probably of all time now. Definitely, I'd say in the top 10 probably. At least in the top 20, because there's a lot of fantastic games, but this is definitely one of them. I want to say on the PS4 so far, God of War was probably my favorite game. And until this one, they're pretty neck and neck. It's hard to say. I just enjoyed both of them so much and was addicted to the gameplay of both of them. I mean, these battles, like this battle especially, is just awesome. I had so much fun playing through this. And there's a couple of these huge battles. I mean, the game starts out with a massive battle. Getting ready to die. Time to cut some people down. But yeah, the leader here is just crazy, the Khan. You know. And that's the thing, like I was saying, there's so much to cover in this game. You know, I could go on for so long, but I don't want to make this video an hour long. But let me show you guys this thing right here. Just something awesome about this. Getting some heavy artillery here, you know, and these are the kind of tactics that the Mongols use in the game that, you know, your guys wouldn't use on their own, but since it's there, you know, why not? So you can drop tons of arrows, do some rapid fire on them, help your guys out a little bit. And absolutely fun to do, even shooting at your own guys here a little bit, why not? But just I love the art style that they have here. I mean, I think they just nailed it. And it pretty much seems like anybody that, you know, is really reviewing this game and playing through it is just having a great time. And that's what it's all about, you know. I mean, this game, honestly, as far as like critics and stuff, you know, they liked it. It got decent ratings, but you know, you see Last of Us 2, and that got way better scores. And honestly, this game is way, way more fun than Last of Us 2. I played through that. I had a blast playing it. The game looks great. But this game, it just sucks you in on a whole nother level, and you don't want to stop playing it. I mean, I started another playthrough. I just have a bunch of different save files, but I did start another playthrough, and I'm definitely going to have to play through this game again because it, you know, it just deserves a playthrough again. And I'll definitely bump up the difficulty. You know, and hopefully, I don't know, you know, what, if anything, that they'll be adding to this game, but that'd be cool if they added some stuff to it. You know, you could kill these people on the ground and they're suffering, loot them. Another great thing is as you run by, you can just pick stuff up. You don't have to stop and go through this crazy animation. It's pretty cool too, because you can, like, stuff like this, you'll sneak around and, you know, be able to kind of pop down on enemies and take them out. Or like, as you've seen me crawl under here, you could crawl under here and kind of sneak up on them and take people out. Just, you know, when it's dark and you're doing stuff like that, it's just so much damn fun. Especially too later when you get like the hallucinogenics darts where you make, you know, the enemies start killing each other. You know, I always will target one of the biggest and baddest enemies there and just sit back and watch them killing their other guys and watching them battle, and then I'll dart another one of them. Just a ton of fun, man. Take this guy out. He got me on fire. Slow it down. Headshot. And I'm even a bit rusty here because I haven't really played this, you know, in a couple weeks since I finished it. Because there's not much left for me to do in this game other than start it over or just get like the last couple flags. You know, there's a few things I could still get to 100% it and platinum this game. And, you know, I might have to do that. Just be cool to platinum this game. And it's pretty easy to do, honestly. You know, nothing is too hard in this game as far as, like, the collecting. They make it fun to search that stuff out. That's why I said it's kind of reminds me of, like, Breath of the Wild with the exploring. And it's like, hey, what's over there? What's over here? You go somewhere and you find something really, really cool, and then you get distracted. And, you know, sometimes you can wander off the path. That's why I did all the side quests up as far as I could go, because I had so much fun just doing them that I didn't even, you know, I wanted to finish them before I even completed the story. Love this right here, just cutting them down. So cool. And those are them epic abilities, like, these guys are scared, and later on you can scare the enemies to where they just run away. You'll kill a couple, they'll see how you know, how crazy you are, and they'll take off. They're like, man, I don't want none of this guy. But let me know what you guys think. If you're playing this, how you guys enjoying it. And I'm telling you, for those that, you know, don't have this, pick it up, you know, get it on sale, buy a used copy, whatever. It's definitely worth your time. And for those of you that don't have a PS4 yet, if you do eventually get one, definitely make this game a top priority to, you know, pick up. Oh, that's another thing too. You can bow to your enemies. You can play a flute. Like I said, there's so much stuff you can do in this game. I could go on forever. But I'll end the video here. Thanks, guys, for watching. I do really appreciate it. If you're new to the channel, think about subscribing. I try to put videos like this out as much as I can. If you guys enjoyed the video, do me a favor, give it a thumbs up. But that's it, guys. I'm the War Train, and I'm out. Have a good one, guys. They're running. It's about to get ugly. Real quick, this is the dirty tactics of the Mongols. And the game really takes a turn after this point, let me tell you. All these people. dead just like that. Sucks. So your guys just took a hell of a beating. So this turns the tide of the game. And with that, guys, I'll see you.